All right, I'm gonna be real quick. Most AirPod cases are trash. I have reviewed so many of them and I really never really found enough to compile a video of the best AirPod cases, but I got about 5 here. 4 because one is kind of a mess up on my part, man, but you'll get the gist of the case when I get to it. But here are gonna be about the 5 best cases that you can get for your AirPods that kind of suits any person's needs when it comes to the level of protection that they're looking for. So let's go ahead and jump straight into the list. Now the very first one is gonna be from a company that you guys are no stranger on my channel, and that is going to be Andar with their capsule. Now, I've never did a video about this capsule itself. I've used it for a while, and this is going to be a great option, probably the best option if you are looking for a leather case for your AirPods. All right, now when it comes to the capsule, this is going to be made of full grain leather. This has a very nice rigid style when it comes to the bottom half of it, which means when it slide up there with its tight fit, means it's not going to come off easy, and that's what I'm looking for when it comes to AirPod cases, because most AirPod cases just fit. It ain't there. It's just not there when it comes to the fit. So let's go ahead and slide the bottom half of it in, and you get a very nice firm fit to where you really have to apply some pressure to get it off. Now on that bottom half, you can see you do get that cutout for that LED notification. And you do get some Andar branding here, which isn't my favorite. Just we like to keep the branding at a minimum when it comes to cases, different things like that. Now on that top side, this is going to be one, as you can see on the inside, that does have that adhesive. So we can basically pull it off, and you do have that adhesive, and I feel like every AirPod case should have that adhesive on the top side, because that is the thing that fits the worst on most AirPod cases, is that top side, because it has nothing to hold on to. So when the capsule is all put together, it is going to be a very clean, a very sleek look. So you get that little LED cutout on that top side. On the bottom side, you get your cutouts, as you can see right here. Now I would like to have an actual circle for the cutout like most of the other cases on this list, but they kind of gave you the dot minimal approach. You get a cutout here on the side and on the back side. You don't get a pairing button, but I'm pretty sure if you can just press it somewhere in the area, you might be able to get a pairing indication right here. So I would like to see them do a pairing button back here, but let's be real. Most of us, when we get our AirPods, we paired up one time, we're not really doing it again. So, you know, it is what it is, but I would like to see to have the option there. But this is probably one of the only leather cases that has that adhesive strip on the top side, and I need that when it comes to my AirPod cases. Now this one doesn't have magnets built in, but most AirPod cases don't, but we have a few on the list that does have those magnets built in. So it works just fine with MagSafe charging, as that's going to be a thing. Every case up here is going to work fine with MagSafe charging. So head over to Andar. This will be $35 over on their website, and they have a ton of different colors. If you already know anything about the Andar Aspen for the 14 Pro Max, they have like 8 different colors. The capsule, if I'm not mistaken, comes in all of those colors as well. And hit the links down below. I believe I have a discount code, man, so you can save you a little bit when you are talking about getting the Andar capsule. But if you're looking for that nice full grain leather approach to your AirPods, then definitely go out there and grab Andar. Now this next one, like I stated, man, this is on Technical T. I messed up because I went back and ordered brand new versions of every one of these cases, but this one I ordered the original AirPod case, so it doesn't have some of the features. All right, but just look at the case as it is and just picture all the things that I'm talking about for a Gen 2 version, which I did do a video on, and that's going to be the VRS Modern. This is where the first this was the first case that I got where I felt like, okay, this is a good AirPod case. So let's go ahead and check it out. Like I stated, keep this one at an open mind, because there's some issues with this case. First of all, you really can't see the LED cut. They must have didn't actually like pop it out. So I know VRS, man, my bad, but you have a good case. But let's just, I couldn't wait to get a second gen case over here. So when it comes to the bottom half, it's going to be a very rigid, very thick bottom. So this means it has a very nice snug fit when it's in there. This bottom half is probably going to be the tightest bottom half that we have. The tightest bottom half that we have when it comes to any of these AirPod cases, and that means a plus. Now, when it comes to the top half, this is one thing that I love VRS Design did. It has the adhesive on the actual top of it, but not only that, they gave you extra adhesive in case you had to ever take it off. You can actually apply a new adhesive strip to the top of that lid. I need every person who makes an AirPod case include these, because there's times where you might have to remove it. There's times where you might have to get more AirPods because you lost them, because you're getting something may happen and you need to replace that adhesive. And that adhesive, I feel like, is the most pivotal part when it comes to AirPod cases that's on this list. So make sure you have some shots of VRS for having that, so when you put that in there, it's going to really keep that top lid snug and on there very tight. But when you put it on, the whole package really comes together, man. You get a nice sandstone finish. I'm not sure if you guys remember OnePlus out there when they came with their sandstone cases. This is exactly what they feel like when it comes to it. Now, just like I stated, just picture all of your cutouts on the bottom half. This one is for the first gen AirPods, but you're going to have cutouts for your on the bottom. You're going to have a cutouts on the side. As you can see there, they have like a little lanyard port, but it will be cutouts on the side as well. And this just feels very good when you're talking about protection. You don't get any mute, you don't get any pairing button, which I don't know if you even get one on the second gen versions, but that's something to take a note of. But the reason why I like this case, and it works just fine with your MagSafe charge, and of course you can't see it because their little dot isn't popped out. Come on, VRS. But this is a snug fitting case. This thing feels good. The texture is very nice. It stays in your pocket very well. It does add a little bit of bulk, man, but I'm a sucker for this texture. And I feel like overall, this is just such a clean look. So VRS Design Modern, this case right here is going to run you 20 bucks over on Amazon. Hopefully the second gen version runs the same. Could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less depending on the sale that they have. But this is going to be one of the best cases for the AirPods. The first case I reviewed. And if you want to see that second gen version, so you make sure I'm not just talking out my head, I'll link the video down below with the link so you can actually look at the review and look at all the cutouts and everything for yourself. Because back then I stated that this was the best case for your AirPods. Now this one right here, if you're a fan of the Caudabe sheath for the 14 Pro Max, then you're probably going to be a fan of the Caudabe Mezzo. That's going to be their all new AirPod case. And let me tell you what, this is a case that has lived on my AirPods since this case has came out and since I did the video on it. Now, no, I'm not rocking this purple version, but I wanted to show you guys a brand new version out the box so you know what it comes with. Now, when it comes to that bottom half, this is going to be kind of a bottom half that has a little bit of give to it. And I don't think this is not going to stay on your AirPods good because I've been running this case for weeks and it has never came off my AirPods. So don't you worry about it. When it's up there and when it's popped on and snugged in, it is going to fit just fine. And this is going to be another one of those brands, shout out to Caudabe, who gives you that adhesive. Once again, you got to have that adhesive when it comes to the top side. So you peel that adhesive and then you basically want to slide the top half in. Now, when it comes to the Mezzo, be very precise with sliding this top half in because it is a very precise fit. And you want to make sure you get it right so you don't see any white coming from the AirPod case. But once you get it on, this is going to remind you very closely to the sheath when it comes to the little signature gloss line around it, the little nice, clean, minimalist look. When it comes to this, I absolutely love it. You're going to get a cutout for your LED right there. Flipping over on the bottom, you're going to get all your cutouts. Flipping over right here on the side, you're going to get the cutout as well. And on the back, you're going to get the little Caudabe logo, which pairs as a button that you can press and pair if you need to. Now, like I said, this is a very nice texture. You're going to get that sheath texture when it comes to this. And if you want to just rock that combo, I mean, I feel like it's one of the best combos out there when it comes to phone and case. Channel sponsor Caudabe. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh, this is why he's doing it because they're a channel sponsor. No, the Mezzo is very good. And I always tell you, I'm only going to sponsor companies that I feel like are worth it. And they knock it out the park, especially when it comes to the sheath and especially when it comes to the Mezzo. So you can go ahead and get this combination right here. Definitely grab you a sheath because it is one of the best cases for the 14 Pro Max. Clean, minimal, great buttons, great fit, very strong MagSafe, comes in a few different colors. And not only that, you can go ahead and pair it up with the Mezzo these days and kind of rock out with that matching combination of mobile accessories. All right, so links will be down below for both of these. But sheath aside, the Mezzo is a very clean look. Had to add it up here as one of the best. I just like it for the very simple, minimalistic design when it comes to protection for your AirPods. The ESR Orbit Hybrid. I always have to say that when I say that, man. Say that about 5 times real quick and see how that works out for you. But this is another case that I had on my AirPods for a very long time. And if you want to put a case up here that really checks kind of all of the boxes, this one is probably going to be it. All right, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about it. So this is going to be the bottom half of the Orbit Hybrid. This is going to be kind of very similar to the VRS because it does add a little bit of bulk. That's one trade-off that does come with the Orbit. You have a little bit of bulk. So when it comes to the back side, you're going to slide this in and it's up there very. You kind of have to wiggle it to get it off. So that one's going to be up here very strong. Once it's in there, it's good to go. You don't have to worry about it. On the top side, as you can see right here, ESR, of course, has that adhesive. Like I said, man, I am a fan where you have to have that adhesive on the top of it. Now, when it comes to this, when it's all together, this is gonna look a little boxy. It's gonna look a little bulky, but trust me, I have dropped my AirPods with this case, and the AirPods themselves went flying out the case. You drop that, that happens to any case. But when it comes to this protection, man, this thing right here is rock solid, and it's gonna be ready and built to last, all right? So when you look at it, it's gonna bulk your AirPods up just a little bit, but I don't mind that. It's not too bad. You're gonna get your ESR branding right there. You're gonna get a little cutout for your LED right here, which is just fine. Flipping it over on the back, you're gonna get a button, which is actually a standalone nice tactile button for your pairing. Flipping it over on the bottom, you're going to get all of your cutouts down here, all your necessary cutouts there. And one key thing that the ESR Orbit has is it has MagSafe magnets to charge. Now, a lot of these cases, once again, does not have MagSafe magnets, but this one, if you can see, just kind of snaps right into place. When you kind of put it down, it charges via MagSafe, meaning you can have your car mount in the car, pop it on your car mount, and guess what? It's gonna stick. That's just when I say that this case kind of gave you everything and then some. It's giving you the protection, it's giving you the snug fit, it's giving you the nice cutouts, it's giving you the very competitive price of $16, and it has those MagSafe magnets. It's really hard to beat the ESR when it comes to this list. Very clean, just adds a little bit of bulk, is the only trade-off when it comes to this case. But for everything else that you're getting, I don't mind it. So this is going to be the ESR Orbit Hybrid, 16 bucks over on Amazon. Go out there and grab it. This is definitely one of the top that's on this list right here. And last but not least, if you're looking for that thin minimalist protection, you know Pitaka is bringing you the MagEZ for the AirPod Pros. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this one as well. Let's go ahead and see that it has going on. So this is another case that I ran here for a very long time. Like I stated, every one of these cases I ran for a good bit, and I love them, every single one of them. So when it comes to this one, you can basically slide it on. This is going to be that nice thin kind of airmid, you know, the Kevlar type material. So that's what you to expect when it comes to this. Pitaka as well on the top side is giving you that adhesive. Once again, it always has to have that adhesive when it comes to that top side. And then once you snap it in, you are good to go with this combination, giving you probably the thinnest combination of this list, period, when it comes to an AirPod case. So on the top, you get that little Pitaka logo there. Flipping it over, which you kind of got to get it situated right. Once you get it right, you're going to get that little LED light there on this side. I never know which side it is. You're going to get your cutout there, cutouts on the bottom, on the back. You don't get any pair button. I wish they would have a little pair button, but it's not a deal breaker and it's not the end of the day. But just like the ESR, the Pitaka case is going to give you magnets, and they are some nice strong magnets as well, like Pitaka is used to. So the last two cases, when it comes to the ESR and the Pitaka, they are going to give you MagSafe magnets that's just work perfectly. Now these magnets are actually centered. The ESR kind of moved off to the side a little bit, but when it comes to these Pitaka, it is like dead on center when it comes to their magnets. All right, now this case right here is going to be the outlier of the crew. This thing is going to be $70 for an AirPod case. I don't know how I feel about an AirPod case being as much as an iPhone case. I don't know, Pitaka, you're going to have to drop that price down a little bit. It's a good, solid, thin case, but 70 bucks is just way too much when it comes to this case. So if you're looking for a thin protection, which is probably the thinnest that's going to be on this list, go ahead and check out the Pitaka MagEZ 3 if you're ready to shell out the dollars for it, man. But you have that, you have the ESR, you have the VRS right here, you have the Andar Capsule, and you have the Caudabe Mezzo right here when it comes to the best AirPod Pro Gen 2's cases out there on the market. So hit the links down below, go grab yourself one. Let me know in the comments, what case are you using on your AirPods that I might need to run over there and check them out. But if you're looking for the best cases for your 14 Pro Max, I did do a video and I'll pop it right here.